Mr. Takahashi, Mr. Lutner, and Mr. Yoder. I'm essentially a secret agent who's coming to the surface. They forgot there was an extra submarine they came up missing. No one told anyone, okay? That's how I feel. Well, you can ignore a submarine in the harbor of New York, whatever it's called, off the coast of New York City for so long. But at some point, enough people are going to talk about the submarine and the harbor that you're going to have to actually find the Loch Ness Monster to distract them from it, okay? Mr. Takahashi, my name's Alvin Vance McQueen III. I'm so grateful to have found you. I sometimes feel alone in this world. It seems like Womack and Jones and Lean Thinking, they got into consulting, and you can see from my email, that was not a coincidence or a coin incident. Graduated from Cranert School of Management, minor in manufacturing, minor in marketing. Lean Thinking was introduced to me in 1996, and I've been a student ever since. Gentlemen, here domestically, Flat Rock Furniture, Hal Rogers Parkway, Tees into 421, Jackson County, Kentucky, Federal Empowerment Zone, Kentucky Highlands Finance Corporation. CREDA, we had up to 50 employees there for about 20 years. Well, I left a successful real estate career that was boring as heck, selling new homes. In 2018, and came down here to get back into furniture and end up closing the thing down, largely because my dad's just a whistle britches, okay? Oh yeah, I got a thing with my dad. This is a family feud. Don't worry, it won't have nothing to do with you. It's like a three-dimensional chess, okay, gentlemen? Here's what I want you to know. With one, as sure as when you hear the thunder, lightning comes. Mr. Takahashi can share with you in some detail. I am Taiichi Ono and General Curtis Emerson LeMay reincarnate. I am not going to be interfered with by myself anymore. Let me say that again. I am not going to be interfered with by myself any longer. I am identifying and pursuing every principle that I know to be true, that we know to be true. No disrespect, gentlemen. I don't know if you've ever been on a factory floor. I don't know if you've ever made anything, but I can tell you this. You haven't been obsessed with lean thinking and Kaizen for over 30 years, working for your dad's business, making beautiful furniture out of Jackson County, Kentucky. Okay, watching those people lift up out of poverty and take a totally vertically integrated opportunity. Mr. Takahashi, I'll say it again, a totally vertically integrated value stream. And then was watch it squandered by your dad who, what are we having for dinner? We'll get it. You know, so frustrating. But he's 74 and doesn't care about the thing anymore. I'm going to take it over one way or the other, and I'm going to give it to Kentucky. I don't want it. It's more than I can handle. But I'll grab it for a while if I have to. Look, we lost 50 jobs in Kentucky. 50. Jackson County. Best jobs in the county. They're gone. I don't know if anybody talked about it. It was if they were never there, guys. I can't explain it. I don't want to know. I know there's some debts with Kentucky Highland. None of that garbage matters to me. In my world, there's only one debt in my world of operation. It's called a second. Okay? And every second, you go 1 second further away from perfecting the process that you're working on. And then the next second, you can go further or closer. And it's a constant state of movement away and towards perfection. It's called Kaizen. It's grab Lean Thinking by Womack and Jones if you haven't read it already. I've never read the whole book, but I've read the first 65 pages 100 times. If you can't define value, MUTA, the value stream, a cycle time. Gentlemen, I'm here to help. If you've ever seen Glenn Ross, I'm on a mission of mercy, man. I cannot tolerate Kentucky losing Hickory Furniture Manufacturing. Now, not to mention all the information that I know that I'm going to keep to myself. I'm an agent. I'm a dual agent. I'm a real estate agent. But in so doing, it affects everything. I represent Kentucky. And no one knows it. No one cares. Everyone's written me off. It's easy when your mom's a judge and your dad's an attorney and no one comes to the source. Well, the source is coming to you. Now, with all due respect, Mr. Takahashi, I need your help. I need you to help as many men, and I'll say it again, as many men as possible get down and dirty with lean thinking and Kaizen. Okay? Please, I beg you. The only problem that you have is that you don't have any problems. The more inventory you have of something, the less likely you are to have what you need. Taiichi Ohno also said things like, there's no reason that employees shouldn't be able to enjoy their work and interact with their organizations in a way that's uplifting and offers inherent intrinsic value in what they do. Okay? That's how far we are today. I'm just going to pick on in Kentucky. Now, I left Indiana. Okay? I'm not picking on Kentucky. I'm here because it's Opportunity City. This is not for you, Mr. Takahashi. Gentlemen, it's not just you that's going to look so silly. It's going to be Governor Beshear. I don't care who it is. It's going to be anybody that can watch YouTube. As long as they don't have access, as long as they still have access to YouTube, a document of this stuff, this is elementary. Now, I'm not mad at you guys. This is my dad coming through, okay, and my bean. I've reached out to the county that I think is going to be best suited to start building hickory furniture again, and it's not Jackson County, okay? It's not. It's too rough over there. There's no, the skilled labor's just gone too far down. Much as I love it, we'll get something over there soon. Now, here's worst case scenario. As I take it to Mexico, it's $15 to $20 million annual sales, okay? I don't want to take it to Mexico. Second worst case scenario, I take it to northern Mississippi or Tennessee. You are looking at a man who knows how to make products that no one else knows how to make. My dad's 74, he could care less. My Uncle Brad's retired. The idiot that bought the companies from those guys, he's super clueless. There's 20-some people up in Indiana that kind of know how to make it. Everybody in Jackson County that knows how to make it. There's a guy up in Minnesota that makes stuff that looks like garbage. Who am I missing? No one. My dad restarted this company in 1982 from nothing. It's over 100 years old. It's called Old Hickory Furniture. Well, then he started Flat Rock. You know, I don't blame anyone. But I know when Hal Rogers Parkway teed into 421, right at Tyner, I got the message. Okay, sir, Mr. Takahashi, I have confidence in you. Now, I have confidence in all of you gentlemen to a certain degree. But I have confidence in Mr. Takahashi to understand intimately the words and language that I'm using and why I'm using it. Because this has nothing to do with money. This has everything to do with time. This has nothing to do with employing people. It has everything to do with value. Okay? This has nothing to do with the invisible. And it has everything to do with the tangible. Do you realize that we were building hickory furniture like Toyota builds cars in Jackson County, Kentucky, in a federal empowerment zone? My dad didn't get it. He understood enough to. He didn't get. I knew what we had done. I'd been gone since 2005. It wasn't big. I got into real estate. But to come down here in 2018 with the hopes of doing rejuvenating it and it going. If we have 3 people in a factory making hickory furniture, we will have 1. Okay, the way it's supposed to be made. This is a statement of fact message to you gentlemen. That I'm here. I'm bringing the full force of Kaizen, lean thinking, Womack and Jones, the tenacity of General Curtis Emerson LeMay, and the reverence and discipline and thoughtfulness of Taiichi Ohno. I plan on coaching Governor Beshear, but not about hickory furniture. I'm coaching him on other things. Ignore me at your own results. But I'd suggest latching onto this thing, because we can teach the whole state how to do Kaizen and lean thinking, not from me, but through me as an administrator to men like you who can stand me. And we'll wipe out the debt, the income tax, no time flat. It's a welfare state, guys. We live in a welfare state. It's okay. We can fix it. But this is not going to be pretty if someone or something doesn't engage me in a way that keeps me from presenting to the masses what they can't, I'll never understand. But at some point, I have no choice but to take this message to the masses and say, is this our best product? You got to realize, guys, I'm not your best product. But at this point, I'm the only one that even knows this product exists. I'm not talking about furniture anymore. I'm talking about Kaizen. I'm talking about value. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Reach out anytime. Talk soon. Vance McQueen, Alvin Vance McQueen III, Somerset, Kentucky, heading north.